Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to 10 old wives' tales that turned out to be true. Now I'm quite interested to see what this has to offer. It's not an area that I thought I'd really look into, but I was looking for something to react to for you guys today, and I came across this, so I thought it could be quite interesting to see what is actually on the list. So I don't think we should waste any more time. Let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Let's get into the reaction.
Number 10, chicken soup for the sick.
You know, that bed is sounding better and better. Finish your soup, young lady.
It's long been held that if you're ill, nothing will ease your symptoms quite like chicken soup. The home remedy has practically become synonymous with things that are good for you. But what does science have to say about the matter? After all, it could be a placebo effect, or simply nostalgia. However, several studies have shown that the ingredients in chicken soup may shorten the duration of a cold, as well as help with inflammation. While the research is far from definitive, there's enough to suggest that chicken soup is more than just a comfort meal.
I don't want it. I want ice cream.
No, you're not having ice cream for dinner just because you're sick.
But my throat hurts.
No.
I hate you.
Oh.
Don't leave me.
Number 9, hot baths cause infertility.
Is it just chicken soup? Can it be any soup? What is it about the chicken soup in particular? That's an interesting one, just because I feel like they didn't specify that it's chicken soup for a reason. Could it be another kind of soup? I don't know. I'd love to find out though. If any of you guys do know, please let me know. I'd be interested to know on that one. Because they just didn't give a reason why it's chicken soup. They said that, you know, chicken soup works, but why? Why specifically chicken soup? I feel like it could be any soup based on the information that we just got. But it might be, there might be a reason for it. So if you know the reason, please do let me know.
Fertility.
Oh,
What?
the bath salts. They're starting to effervesce. It's different. It's interesting.
Hot water can have a ton of health benefits, but conventional wisdom has long held that it also has a downside: decreased fertility. Rumours have frequently suggested that men spending prolonged time in a hot, wet environment like baths, hot tubs, or saunas will have a lower sperm count than those who don't. However, following a study at the University of California, San Francisco, it was confirmed that the practice can lower motility and production of sperm. But fans of hot soaks should not despair. The effects are generally temporary, and discontinuing while trying to conceive can be helpful.
Who put this thing together? Me! That's who! Who do I trust? Me!
Number 8, walnuts remove fat.
That's interesting. I never knew that. I'm more of a shower guy than a bath guy myself. But wow, spending a long time in a bath can lower your motility. That's crazy. I'm a bit taken back by that one, because I'm not sure. I didn't know that, but I'm not sure how to even react to that, because it's just such a shock of information. Obviously, they said the effects are temporary, not permanent. So if you are trying to conceive, you can sort of stop taking hot baths for a while. But I never knew that had that effect on men. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. So, wow. I'm going to have to share that with someone, because that's... I wonder how many people actually know that, because I've never heard of that before. But these are old wives' tales that turned out to be true, so someone must have heard of them. So I'm going to ask around my friends and my family and see if anybody's actually heard of that, because that's quite an interesting one to make the list. I'm not sure how it can be topped, to be honest. That's in at number 9. I'm not sure how anything else on this list could top that, because that's, you know, that's quite a lot of information. That's a big shock to me. But like I say, I'm more of a shower guy than a bath guy, so it's not something that will affect me personally. But yeah, that is really interesting.
Furniture scratches.
So I want to talk about repairs, kind of abrasions on furniture and also on different hardwoods.
Okay.
And the best way to do it is just to demonstrate it, just to dive right into it.
If you have any wood in your house and a pet, chances are some of it has gotten scratched. A long-standing trick for removing those scratches is, of all things, walnuts. It may sound ridiculous or like it'd only work on walnut wood, But as many videos on the internet have illustrated, it's very true. By rubbing the large seeds, no, they're not proper nuts, against the scratches, you can fill in the grooves as the walnut is worn down.
Remove a large piece of nut from the shell and rub it diagonally into the scratch. Pecans, almonds, and Brazil nuts will also work.
There are a few finishes it won't work on, but using walnuts is cheaper than more professional products, and they taste better too, we assume.
Hi, my Yorkshire Terrier has chewed up the legs on my kitchen table. Is there a cheap way to repair that?
Great question. Take a walnut and rub it into the legs of your table. That'll mask the scratches.
Number 7, honey suppresses coughs.
Okay. These are actually quite interesting. That's a real life practical thing that people can apply to their everyday lives. So that's a good one. That is a very good one. It's not something that is a concern for me. Don't have any pets, so it's not something I have any concerns with. But that's a very interesting one that could be applied practically for a lot of people. So yeah, that's quite a big one. And I'm hoping if any of you out there have any pets and have this issue but didn't know about this, I hope you can take something from it, because if I did have pets and I had this issue, I'd be doing it straight away, because if it works, it works, you know. That's really interesting.
Fungal, antibiotic, different vitamins and minerals in there. But generally, they keep us ticking over. They're one of our biggest pollinators, so they're a great health-giving provider and always have been.
As far as folk medicine goes, it doesn't get much simpler than honey. While wives both young and old have prescribed honey as a cough suppressant, whether added to tea or on its own, doctors are well aware of its benefits too. According to doctors at the Mayo Clinic, a few teaspoons of honey can be just as effective as over-the-counter cough suppressants in reducing coughs. And while coughing can help clear up your airways, it can make getting to sleep difficult. Honey is exactly the sweet, soothing texture and makeup to calm down the reflex before bed or any other time.
Though not suitable for children under 1, a spoonful of honey really could be the best medicine.
Number 6, eating before bed causes vivid dreams.
I am a snacker, so I'll get up in the middle of the night and I'll eat ice cream or I'll eat chocolate or something, and I'll just go back to bed.
Our parents and guardians often tell us not to eat before going to bed, or else we'll have bad dreams. While kids are often reluctant to follow this advice, it's still surprisingly sound. In addition to a host of other issues, like making it more difficult to fall asleep, eating before bed can lead to unsettling, vivid, or disturbing dreams in some people. Also, for whatever reason, cheese seems to be a particularly good fuel for odd nighttime imagery. But whether your sweet dreams are made of cheese or not, your late night snacking may be the culprit.
How long before you go to bed or lay down should you stop eating? How does that work?
Ideally, it should be 3 hours. We know the stomach on average takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to empty.
Number 5, baby boys cause more difficult.
Wow. I'm hit and miss with that one. I've been known to have something to eat not long before going to bed. Not all the time, but only sometimes. And sometimes I've had strange dreams, sometimes I haven't. I don't really associate that with that though. I'm going to have to, from now on, I'm going to have to sort of think about it a bit more and think, when I have something to eat before I go to sleep, when I wake up in the morning, if I've had a strange dream, I'll have to think, was it because of that? But I've had it both ways, where I've had normal dreams, I've had no dreams, or I've had really strange and terrible dreams after having eaten. So it's that one feels a bit hit and miss to me. I don't think it's necessarily true. They said in some people, maybe it's in some people some of the time. You know, it's not something that's consistently happened to me when I have done that. So I'm not so sure. But it's interesting that cheese is like top of the list for foods that can cause that. I wonder what it is about the cheese. All these are quite interesting. I'm learning a lot in this video, so I'm glad we chose to react to this today, because it is very, very interesting. This one, baby boys cause more difficult births. I'm very interested in this one because I myself was once a baby boy, so yeah, I'm interested to see this, and then if they explain it well and it's meant to be a true thing, I can go and apologise to my mum as soon as the video is done.
Called births.
Breathe.
Pregnancy has a lot of old wives' tales surrounding it. While it was tempting to discuss the correlation between hairy infants and maternal heartburn during pregnancy, yes, really, we went with another pregnancy-related rumour that turned out to be true. Folk wisdom holds that baby boys are more likely to cause complications for mothers during their births, such as preeclampsia, or to be born preterm.
Sybil, it's Mary. Can you hear me?
It looks as if...
It looks as if what?
This is eclampsia.
Sybil. Sybil,
But it cannot
Mary.
be.
Although male infants tending to be larger at birth seems like an easy answer, a study in Australia confirmed that there's more to it. The differences in the placenta is believed to be the root cause of these differences between boys and girls being born, though the exact correlation is still being researched. Number 4, carrots improve eyesight.
Okay, so it's still being researched. Yeah, I don't know about that one. It's interesting that it's more so boys, or it is boys as opposed to girls. That's that. Yeah, I haven't really got anything to say on that one, to be honest. I think I'd need more information. I think once I've got more information, I'd be more well placed to speak about that one. So we'll brush past that one for now. But if any of you guys do have more information, please let me know, and maybe then I can comment on it. But yeah, that's an interesting one. So I would be interested to learn more about that.
Squinting a bit with this one. Conventional wisdom and British World War II propaganda, yes, really, popularised the idea that eating lots of carrots improves your eyesight. And while drinking a bunch of carrot juice or eating a pound of carrots every week isn't going to get your eyes to improve, studies have shown that the beta-carotene in it can help with vitamin A deficiency, one of the leading causes of blindness.
Do you know what weird dreams make me?
What?
Hungry. Would you like some carrot?
Yes.
So, despite not elevating your eyesight to above average levels, carrots can help prevent it from getting worse.
Carrots are packed with vitamin A, which our eyes need, but sweet potatoes have even more vitamin A. And by the way, we need a whole lot more than vitamin A for healthy eyes, so it's really a general, balanced, healthy diet.
Number 3, being cold can make you catch a cold.
I don't believe that one to be true. They've said that it's been proven because of the vitamin A deficiency, and eating carrots provides, sort of boosts that up again. But I don't eat carrots and my eyesight is perfect. Last time I had my eyes tested, I was told I have the eyes of an 18-year-old. I know people who do eat carrots and their eyesight is terrible. So I don't believe that at all. From my personal experience in my life and people I know, I don't believe that to be true. They've said that there's studies around it, but I don't, from the evidence presented to me in my own life, that's just not true. Like I say, I don't eat carrots myself. I don't like carrots, so I don't eat them. I know people who do eat them, and they have worse eyes than I do. So, for me, that's a no. Shouldn't be on the list, because it's just, doing a small study doesn't prove anything, really, because, like I say, in my own experience, it's very different to what their study has shown. So, I'd say no. Definitely not for this one. But can being cold make you catch a cold? Let's find out.
Do we have to, Mary Poppins?
People who get their feet wet must learn to take their medicine.
Don't go outside in that. You'll catch a cold. Bundle up. We've all probably heard something like this at some point in our lives. But our friend who insists on going out in freezing weather in just a t-shirt is about to look very foolish. Well, more foolish. According to a 2005 study, subjects whose feet were exposed to cold temperatures were more likely to display cold or flu-like symptoms within a week of their exposure than those who weren't.
Tea, soup, and covers. I want you to stay under the covers, eat your soup, and drink your tea.
And while cold weather certainly isn't the root cause of illness, it may suppress the immune system, making us more likely to contract sicknesses. Number 2, red sky at night, sailor's delight.
So they said cold feet is what can primarily cause you to catch a cold virus. But why feet? If you're going outside in just a t-shirt, your arms are exposed, but your feet aren't, because you'll have socks and shoes on, presumably. unless you go out in flip-flops or something, you know. But if you've got socks and shoes on, your feet are covered, and therefore have less chance of getting cold. But, you know, they could still get cold. You could step in a puddle, you get soaked through, make your feet cold. But why specifically your feet? Why not other parts of the body? Why not your arms if you're out wearing a t-shirt or even a vest, you know? That's a weird one for me. I could see how it would work, but I'm just interested on why specifically cold feet as opposed to the rest of your body, because there's so many different body parts to take into account. So that's an interesting one in terms of the fact that they only highlighted the feet, and I would be interested to learn about other parts of the body and how susceptible they are to causing you to catch a cold virus. This one, I don't know it as Red Sky at Night Sailor's Delight. I've heard Shepherd's Delight. But yeah, let's have a look.
Long before there were weather reports or even weather apps, people predicted the weather through weather folklore. And there's one saying that has stood the test of time. Even today, we don't need to finish it.
Perhaps the oldest entry on our list, this adage is so old, it was in the Bible. The saying goes that red sky at night, sailors delight, red sky at morning, sailors take warning. Mariners know their stuff in this case. In middle latitudes, where winds travel west to east, this helps sailors, and others, forecast the weather. High pressure in the atmosphere can change the colour of light particles, indicating a storm.
Yeah! That was nothing!
Hence, if you see red skies in the morning, it means a storm is on its way. And at night, it means a storm has passed. Sailing around the equator or the polar regions would probably require different, less catchy sayings, though.
Jesus Christ. Hold on! Get away from the window! Close way!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell.
That's fascinating. You know, if red sky means the storm's just passed at night, but in the morning means it's coming, that's interesting. I never knew that. Yeah, I'm really glad I learned that one. That's a very interesting fact to know. So yeah, let's find out what number one is.
To get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
An apple a day keeps the, No, never mind.
This handy rhyme has been passed down since the 19th century, and while it might seem like a way for parents to get kids to eat healthier, there is some truth to this admonition to eat more fruit. Several studies have found links between consuming more apples and other foods high in antioxidants and a decreased risk in certain serious ailments, like cancer or heart disease. So while apples may not help you ward off common illnesses, eating a bushel of the stuff can help with the big serious afflictions. Plus, they're delicious.
Turns out an apple pie a day does not keep the doctor away.
Okay, so that last one gives me something to really talk about. I love apples, I do, and I've eaten many apples throughout my whole life, and at the age of 32, I get leukemia. Does it keep cancer away? No. It doesn't. I've got leukemia, blood cancer, for those of you who don't know exactly what it is. I've eaten apples all my life. I love apples, I do. I've had many apples, and that's not kept stuff like cancer away. I have it, so it's... I feel like that one is definitely not true. That's incorrect. Because I have had many apples over the years. Like they say, the odd apple here or there could help with small illnesses, but a bushel of the stuff can, you know, help fight the bigger issues. I must have had thousands of apples by now in my lifetime, because I do love apples. So do they keep cancer away? No, they don't, because I still got it. So that one does not belong on this list. From my perspective, you know, I'm saying this from a first-hand point of view. So I genuinely don't believe that should be on this. So there's a couple there that I don't believe are correct and shouldn't be on the list from my own personal experiences. There was a few, though, that were really quite interesting, and I'd love to learn more about some of them. So if you guys have any of the information that I've asked for during the reaction, please let me know. because I would be interested to learn that. And that's going to bring us to a close for this reaction. So if you're new to the channel, you know what to do. If you have anything you want me to react to on the channel, just let me know and I will react to it, and I'll see you next time.